chance to meet them and share some learnings and exchange some learnings from your countries. So if my colleagues from AFRM could stand. They're very shy. We have representatives from Bangladesh, of course. Please stand. We have representatives from Hong Kong, India, Japan, Malaysia, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Thailand, and Vietnam. They are very shy. Please stand. I know that this is a very full conference program, but please take the opportunity to meet my colleagues and see what lessons we can share and how we can learn together. And we are really honoured to be here, and we look forward to learning with you across the day. Thank you very much.
Dear guests, now we invite Mohammad Musharraf Hussain, President of Bangladesh Society for Human Resource Management and BSHRM.
Assalamu alaikum, very good morning. Honorable Chief Guest, Her Excellency, U.S. Ambassador to Bangladesh, special guest, Lynn Godier, the Secretary General of Asia Pacific Federation of Human Resource Management, special guest, the CEO of MetLife and the President of American Chamber of Commerce in Bangladesh, Mr. Nurul Islam, very capable conference chair, Life Fellow and the Treasurer, Mr. Mashikur Rahman, and his running mate, very capable Secretary of this conference, Mr. Riyad Hussain, distinguished speakers, panelists, the board member of Asia Pacific Federation of Human Resource Management, academicians, professionals, CEOs, representative from SHRMs India, BSHRM EC members, conference committee, participants from home and abroad. On behalf of BSHRM and my personal behalf, I would like to really thank all of you for your gracious presence in this Friday morning and sacrificing your holiday. BSHRM was conceived by a few dedicated HR professionals in Bangladesh back in 2001. Under the leadership of Mr. Mehbur Rahman is the founder president and I being the founder general secretary back in 2001 with only 13 members. And we formally launched this association in 2002 with the then president of the country. And now BSHRM has grown so far. We have 1,900 members, and it is growing. In each and every month, 15 to 20 members are joining. So this is a huge, booming organization, and this is the only non-political, totally voluntary HR professionals association. All these EC members, board members, we never charge any money. Whatever we do, in country and overseas, we do it by our own money and truly dedicated our services voluntarily for the promotion of the HR professions in Bangladesh and beyond. BSHRM realized that we cannot achieve this big objective alone, and that's why we have done a lot of partnerships with the different organizations, universities, and 2 years ago, this is the first time in Bangladesh, we have introduced the joint post-graduation diploma on human resource management with the United International University, and I'm very glad to see the Honorable Vice Chancellor is also here. And now, this is the only one diploma who is very credible in Bangladesh, offered by BSHRM and United International University. Our partnerships does not limit only in Bangladesh. We have also made partnership from 2012 with the SHRM USA through SHRM India. And since then, we are doing a lot of work together, seminar, conference, and a lot of our members took the membership, the SHRM membership. And SHRM USA through India are sending their speakers to helping us in training our professionals in Bangladesh. We also attending all the conferences in annual conference of SHRM in USA since our partnership in Orlando, Las Vegas, and we are hoping this year we will be leading a team of 20 people in Washington, D.C. SHRM conference. We are very thankful to U.S. Embassy. They never refuse our visa. Always our members get preference. We always get our visa. There is no single case of refusal of BSHRM member attending SHRM conference. So this is the gratefulness from us to U.S. Embassy, and this is the reality that this is the globalization of the world. If we don't cooperate each other, then it is very, very difficult. The Asia Pacific Federation board meeting will be held tomorrow in Westin Hotel, and we are very grateful to Westin Hotel for giving us a very generous discount and sponsoring the meeting in their venue. We are also grateful to MetLife, Pragati Life Insurance, and other sponsors who are supporting in our journey to HR promotion in Bangladesh. The theme of this year's conference is the HR transformation for national development. We have many resources, but most of the resources are being exhausted. As an example, our gas, our mineral resources are exhausting. We have only one resource which is not going to exhaust. This is the human resources. We have 162 million people, and these are our greatest resource. If you see the reserve balance, 27 billion US dollar balance in Bangladesh Bank is because of our human resources working across the world. So this is the time to look into our human resources, to develop them, help them to manage properly, and eventually the country can reach to the middle income country by the year 2021. And in this journey, BSHRM cannot achieve this alone. We have to work together, and in order to work together, we need an umbrella and the support from government. We strongly demand HR Ministry in Bangladesh will give us the leadership and a platform to work under the leadership of the government to introduce best HR practice in Bangladesh and make our human resource really resource in the country to contribute in Bangladesh and beyond. Because of the negative growth of the population in some of the European and American countries, this is our advantage. Our people can serve those countries and earn a lot of money. However, the way we are managing the human resources nowadays is not the efficient way. We are sending most of the unskilled people to different countries, and they are earning very, very less amount of money. If we give them necessary skills and competency, these people can earn 3 times, 4 times money in different countries. I hope this conference will touch upon all these issues and give us the recommendations how BSHRM and other organizations under the leadership of government can work together to make Bangladesh a successful and very prosperous country. I wish all of you will enjoy this conference very much, and I thank you, all of you, again for attending. Thank you very much.
Thanks to Mr. Musharraf Hussain, founding member of Bangladesh Society for Human Resource Management. He is also the head of HR, ICDDRB.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we like to request Her Excellency Marcia Stephen Bloom Barniket, U.S. Ambassador to Bangladesh, to deliver her speech. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Marcia Stephen Bloom Barniket.
Assalamu alaikum. Namaskar. Shubho Shokal. Namaste. Good morning. President Musharraf, thank you so much for inviting me to be the speaker at this, the 5th annual BSHRM MetLife International Human Resources Conference. You've certainly assembled quite a group, and it is an honor to be with all of you here today. Being here today is really a great pleasure, in no small part because usually I talk about Bangladesh and U.S. bilateral relations, the great partnership we have, which is deep and broad and incredibly important. But today, I get to talk about another topic near and dear to my heart, the craft, no, the art of human resources. I am thankful to be serving as U.S. Ambassador to Bangladesh, but let me tell you about the job I had just before coming here. In Washington, D.C., I oversaw a third of the Department of State's human resources programs, including performance reviews, overseas employment, and employee relations. I should give you a bit of a background. The U.S. government has its own human resource ministry. It's called the Office of Personnel Management, but it oversees and makes policy based on employment law for the federal service. In other words, those people who work for the United States government. And each ministry, or department as we call them, has its own Human Resources Bureau. Human resources at the Department of State is particularly unique in nature because we have a workforce of about 70,000 people, but they're broken down and covered by 192 different employment laws. We have about 14,000 Foreign Service officers or diplomats, such as me. We're covered by our own employment law. We have 11,000 civil servants covered by a different law. And we have upwards of 46,000 employees who are from the local countries in which we serve. And they, of course, are governed in part by our rules and regulations, but also by the laws of their own country. At the Department of State, I held what is referred to as the discipline portfolio, among other jobs, meaning that I had to handle the most challenging cases involving employee misconduct. Like many of you HR practitioners, I could speak all day about the surprising challenges, almost beyond imagination, that employees have put in front of me. That experience, however, was an excellent opportunity to learn how to consider the human side of every situation. Every discipline case taught me something about the way people behave and gave me an opportunity, if the offense was not too serious, to prevent that employee from ever committing that misconduct again in the future. Behavior, that is, the actual things people actually do when they're at work, is shaped in part by the unique culture that we create in our workplaces. In my view, the best organizational cultures foster accountability, creativity, and productivity. Employees who believe their colleagues are getting away with insubordination or theft or other misconduct are more likely to commit these things as well. But effective leaders nurture cultures that focus on organizational identity. Employees who understand their organization's purpose, who the organization is, and what the organization does, feel truly empowered to advance the organization's goals and to be a creative and productive part of that organization. The U.S. Embassy, I'm proud to say, has very little turnover among our 500 Bangladeshi staff, in large part, I think, because our employees understand and can identify with our purpose, our identity, that is, strengthening ties between our two countries for the benefit of the citizens of both of those countries. They identify with our unique workplace culture. A key trait of that culture is respect for equal employment opportunity, meaning fairness in hiring and promotions without discrimination based on gender, religion, or sexual orientation. Our continual focus in this area drives an atmosphere of kindness and fairness, dignity and equity. If you fail to develop these qualities in your organization, your employees, we believe, may well be drawn at our expense to other enterprises that do. Employers also must be intentional about crafting the culture. We must remind employees about it, and more importantly, model it. Say who you are and what you value, and live what you say. Our employees will feel more tied to our organization, be more productive, and feel more satisfied too. Bangladesh is changing quickly. Employers will face new challenges. Carving out a niche in your country, in your company's culture is especially important right now. Bangladesh's economy is at a turning point, very exciting, where more and more jobs are being added in sectors that are supplementing Bangladesh's already strong agriculture and garment industries. In banking, technology, healthcare, and other sectors, professional-level employees like you are occupying an ever greater share of overall job numbers. As our service sectors have expanded, we in the United States have learned that employers must compete for the most knowledgeable and creative talent. We have realized that employees care deeply about tangible rewards like pay and benefits, but also find intangible rewards like respect and the opportunity to be empowered and to be creative, as well as identifying with their organization's purpose, even more important. And we've found that our employees will vote with their feet, leaving behind those organizations that fail to provide not only good compensation, but also in an environment that nurtures and rewards a sense of accomplishment. I know you would agree with me when I say that HR is the most important function of any organization. We are the backbone. Without HR, no company would be able to recruit talent, retain hardworking employees, or grow new hires into tomorrow's leaders. We are the platform of the platform, the foundation that builds every other part of the company. As HR professionals, you help foster transparency in hiring, ensuring the best qualified employee, not the one with the best connections, gets the job. You make sure that employees are treated with respect. We have all seen work environments turn toxic when a manager does the wrong thing. We in HR have the power to see those situations developing and stop them before they do more damage to the employee and to the organization. And those aren't easy things to address. Being the platform of the platform is a task that comes with great responsibility. You have to be courageous enough to engage in tough conversations about performance and conduct, and to encourage your managers to do the same. We are seeing this and experiencing this within the U.S. Foreign Service right now. The State Department recently changed its annual performance review process, adopting the successful models of major corporations to our unique culture. This change is forcing more honest feedback to our employees about their weaknesses as well as their strengths that balance positivity and also directness. The change is requiring a lot from our managers and the employees they evaluate. We are making our managers more accountable to have the more candid conversations, especially with employees who are performing or otherwise behaving poorly. by telling what exactly they need to do to improve. In my experience, those conversations are definitely the most difficult, and a lot of managers avoid them or ask the HR professionals like you to have those conversations for them. We are enabling our managers through training and coaching and through alternative dispute resolution mechanisms to show them how to have those direct conversations and how their feedback will strengthen the performance of their employees no matter what their skill levels. And we're also advising our employees to be open to having that honest conversation, assuring them that by focusing on their weaknesses, they will become better employees and rise further and faster in our organization. In closing, let me emphasize the importance of your relying on each other for guidance and support. A conference like this one is a great opportunity to cultivate new contacts, make new friends. When you get back to your own organization, remember to create a culture, stay on top of business changes in Bangladesh and elsewhere, be proud of being the platform of the platform, and be courageous. Thank you so much for inviting me here today. Best of luck to you all. Onek Donabad.
Dear guest, now we would like to request Mohammad Riyad Hussain, Conference Secretary, EC and Fellow, BSHRM, to deliver his vote of thanks.
Honorable Chief Guest, Her Excellency Marcia Stephen Bloom Barnicat, U.S. Ambassador to Bangladesh, Mohammad Musharraf Hussain, President, BSHRM and Asia Pacific Federation for Human Resource Management, Mr. Mashikur Rahman Khan, Chairman of the conference, and Mr. Muhammad Nurul Islam, Regional Senior Vice President and Head, Bangladesh, Nepal and Myanmar, MetLife. Lynn Goodyear, CEO, Australian HR Institute, and also Secretary General, Asia Pacific Federation for Human Resources Management, and the Grand Masters of Human Resources of different parts of the world.